Make that contact. How many of you have ever been to a trade show, maybe a boat and leisure show or a home and garden show, maybe those kinds of things? Those are a great place to meet people, okay? Go in. Don't try pitching JV to everybody. Don't try pitching coffee to everybody or your business to everybody. Be an expert at getting business cards. Grab information. 2 days later, 3 days later, let them cool off maybe a little bit, because if I'm a salesman at a boat show and you know we're modeling this 30-foot Sea Ray, and I've got people putting names in the jar like crazy, I'm going to spend the next 10 to 14 days really cultivating names from that jar, that database, right? I'm going to probably be busy for the next 10 to 14 days, and then I'm going to probably get a little less busy. Well, if you call me 14 days out roughly and talk to me about, hey, Korey, you were sharp. I wanted to just get back in contact with you. Met you at your booth. I hope you sold some boats. We have just come across a phenomenal opportunity, and I wanted to know if you keep your financial options open. Do you keep your financial options open? I'm going to say yes or no. If I say yes, you're going to take me down the pathway. You're going to take me through your system. Okay? Bottom line is, you got my business card because it was sitting on the table at my booth at the boat show. You're going to go out and cultivate and meet people and collect names. Your people are going to come to you eventually, and they're going to say, I don't know anybody. There's 400 million Americans. There's another 80 million Canadians, roughly. There's people out there, and we're a global business, so it's not just limited, it's all over the place. So you got to understand, those names need to be cultivated and keep on cultivating. A little bit of a connector here. How many of you are on Facebook? Okay? Facebook is not a place to recruit people. Facebook is a connector. Meaning, somebody from my class in high school befriends me. They live in Spokane, Washington. I live in Palm Beach, Florida. We get to dialoguing back and forth. This same thing happened to me. I befriended a guy that I used to go to church with up in North Dakota. We got to talking the other day, and I'm just striking up this little friendly conversation with him. He knows nothing of what I do yet. But the next week or so, we're going to get back in contact through either the phone or through Facebook. And I'm going to tell him what I'm doing. I'm going to see if there's any interest. If there's no interest, I'm going to get a referral. See, I'm not going to pitch him necessarily on Facebook, but I'm going to try to get that referral. Same thing happened. I was befriending somebody from Denmark. And I was talking about the coffee launching into Europe. And I came out, and I didn't ask her if she wanted to participate, but I came out and asked her if she knew of anybody in the marketplace that would be open to building a large coffee business. Not opening coffee shops, but building a large network in the coffee arena. About a week later, she connects back with me, says, yes, I've got a contact in the UK that has interest. He and I are now in dialogue. It's a connector, okay? It's not a place you recruit, but it's a place to connect with other people. Now, the car bonus? The car bonus is going to be phenomenal. It's going to have your personalization on a car that Javita's paying for. That's a cool thing. But there's so many ways to prospect people, throwing maybe some road signs along the roads, maybe an ad in a newspaper. You know, I was first introduced to network marketing by John Horenz. 22 years ago, it was 1989, it was the fall. I was an electrician in North Dakota. Anybody ever been to North Dakota? It's cold from October 30th through March 30th. It's cold in North Dakota. electricians don't do a lot of work in the wintertime in North Dakota. They collect unemployment from their employers. So I realized that was coming, and I also realized I didn't want to keep working as an electrician the rest of my life. So I turned around and I started looking at the newspaper. An ad in the newspaper is what attracted me initially to the network marketing industry. You don't know how or who your next person's going to be. You don't know. But if John wouldn't have ran that ad in that newspaper that day, I probably wouldn't have ever met John. I probably would have never been in network marketing. Okay? So you just don't know. All I'm saying is pretend like we're all in a boat. We're throwing lines in the water. We're throwing all these lines in the water. One line's not the be-all, end-all. Throw the lines in the water. You don't know where your next possible contact or your next chairman's going to come from. You don't know. Okay?